Hello, this is my second try at my video filming because my computer plopped out. I don't know why. Maybe it was a power surge. Even though I'm plugged into a surge protector. Well, it is almost the end of the year. It is the last day of November 2022, November 30th, 2022. So it's almost the end of the year, which means it's time for a review on the Hoka Speedgoat 5s. End of the year review. So, what I've thought this year. You can look back on my videos and see that when I first tried the Hoka Speedgoat 5s, I was not happy with it. Now, when they first came out, they did not come out with wide size yet. So I ordered just my 9.5 size women's. Usually I get wide, and they didn't have wide, so I didn't order wide. And I was moderately happy on the runs, but just on the walking to the run, totally did not feel comfortable, too tight. So I was very unhappy. Then, happily, a couple weeks later, they did come out with the wide. So I ordered the 9.5 wide, which is my size in women's, and I was super excited. And indeed, they fit perfect. That's my size in Hoka's, 9.5 wide women's. So I was super happy. Took the other ones back to REI where I had bought them. And since I am a member there, I got to return them, which is really great because here they're really expensive, $155 US for a pair. And I had bought 2 pair of the not wide. So I took those back, got the wide pair. I didn't buy a second pair because I was not sure I was going to like it. But turns out, end of the year review, I am enjoying the Hoka Speedgoat 5s. I am enjoying them. At first, I thought I found them too hard in the sole for road running. My Speedgoat 4s, which I had worn for a couple of years, all year long, road, trail, training, races, any weather. I wore those all year long. I was super comfortable with them. They were super comfy, and with our rainy, often weather here in Washington State, in the United States of America, I needed something that could keep my foot relatively dry and have good traction, and the Speedgoat 4 worked perfect. I found the Speedgoat 5, the traction is great, but I found it harder and on the road. So I didn't wear them on the road. I did wear them on trail runs. I haven't put that many miles on them, maybe 50 to 100 miles, I don't know, so far this year. And they work great. I have previous reviews. I enjoy the shoe a lot. Fits perfect. Like I'm used to my Hoka's fitting for me. The wide size is perfect for me. Tons of cushion. I really like the heel flare. And it has a little bit of rubber on the front, a little bit of rubber on the tongue and laces, a little bit of rubber at the back. So it's good for trails and some wetter conditions. What I have worn so far for the road has been this year the Hoka Bondi 7, which also comes in wide, so 9.5 wide. And I've really enjoyed that. This is the first time I've tried these out, and I've been wearing these for the road. They're very comfortable, very cushy, fit great. But the problem I have is that their traction is just so minimal. It's just so narrow that when the weather started getting wetter and the streets started getting slicker, I just don't feel comfortable with the traction. Like I feel I'm going to slip on leaves or something that is on the ground or wet. So I just am nervous. So I was like, oh no, what am I going to do for the winter? Whereas before I wore my Speedgoat 4 all year long. So I thought of switching shoes, brands for the winter, but that, it's so hit and miss. I pulled out my Speedgoat 5s as the weather just recently hit wet, cold, icy sometimes, a lot of leaves on the ground. Pulled out the Speedgoat 5s the other day for road work again. And I found them really comfy because I have broken them in enough. So now they feel comfortable on the road. I was really surprised. Super comfy on the road now that I broke them in. When I started wearing them, you know, they were too hard for the road, but now they're great. So I'm really excited about that because they're absolutely perfect for my fall winter running with their really good lugs. I'm always very stable, very sure, very grippy. Always very sure wearing the Speedgoat trail version and on whatever kind of surface. So they're so comfy now because they're so broken in, but now I'm worried they're going to soon be dead. Because you know how it goes with shoes and clothes. The minute they're ultra comfortable, they fall apart or they die. With my tennis shoes, they get super comfy. I love them. Pretty soon, the foam part starts condensing too much and they're no longer responsive enough for me. And I start getting foot pain and plantar fasciitis. So I'm worried that I'm going to have to buy another pair soon. So that's what I'll have to do when these wear out. But I'm super happy that I get to pull them out for the winter for road work too. So I haven't had, knock on wood, so I don't disturb the dog, foot pain since I started wearing the Bondi 7s for road running and the Speedgoat 5s for trail. And then I switched to just wearing my second pair of Bondi 7s for dog walks. I usually wear some crappy pair, not so great pair of shoes for dog walks, something that's comfy enough, but I don't want to ruin my running shoes because they wear out so quickly for me, 3 months or so for a $160 pair of shoes. So I try to just wear them for running, but I had bought 2 pairs of the Bondi 7 and I said, what the heck? I took one pair out for the newest ones go for the running and the more used go for the doggy walks. And since I've been doing that, I have no foot pain, knock on wood. So it's been really great for my feet, even for the walks as well as the runs. So my running pair of Bondi 7, the brand new first pair, are now the doggy walking shoes. And the doggy walking shoes became the running shoes, something like that. I had to switch them because the running shoes was starting to wear out at the bottom like they usually do and get worn out. So now those are doggy walking shoes. So it's been good news. My feet feel great, knock on wood, from my runs this year. And the thing for me about the Speedgoats and the Bondis, they're really wide and stable and cushy. So I'm sure they're not the fastest shoe out there but I'm not a speedy runner. I need a lot of cushion, and I'm a slow runner. And I run in all kinds of weather conditions. And I'm just a moderate runner, but this is what works for me. So, thumbs up for the end of the year for the Hoka Speedgoat 5s. That's my review. I have the first reviews when I first got them, and then my second review of them, and now it's the end of their year review. And now that they're worn in, I get to wear them for the winter, and I'm excited about that. Okay, hope you all are well. Ask me any questions below. Bye.